Guys, welcome back to my channel. We're going to do a monthly favorites. We're doing January 2017, the first month of the year. So I did use quite a few products this month, and I use them consistently. You might see some of them have a dent here or there in them. So I just, just as a forewarning, that's because I used them quite a bit. So yeah, I'm going to start off with nail polish, you guys. So the one I've been reapplying for the last, I would say 3 weeks is this one. This is the CNDC Vinylux Weekly Polish in the shade of Rock Royalty, number 141. You can get this at any salon, any beauty supply outlet that would carry this brand. The swatch of it is on my nails right now, and I do need to freshen up the manicure because it's about a week old, and it looks a little too dull for me, so we're going to end up redoing them anyways. But I do love the color, and I will be reapplying this on my manicure once I take this one off. Usually I like to refresh my manicure every week because it starts to get a little dull, and that's why I like to see more of a shine on my finish of my polish. So when I notice they get a little more duller, I'll just, take the polish off and then reapply with the same color, and then add a top coat. Not a big deal. So that has been a thumbs up this month. Going into skincare, I'm just going to show you one skincare product this month. This is the Nude Pro Genius Rescue Oil Omega and Bok Choy. So this is what it looks like. Now, I have the deluxe size sample, and this little guy comes with a dropper. So that's what the dropper looks like. Now, it's a drier oil. So for me, personally, I like drier oils just because they still hydrate my skin, but they don't leave me greasy. And my skin has been pretty good this month. I will not complain about that. But, I do have something going on over here at the end of the month. What can I say? I'm a girl. It'll happen at least once a month, somewhere in the month. But I find that this does not clog your pores. It hydrates. I use this more at nighttime because I use this underneath a moisturizer for nighttime. It gives you that extra hydration in the winter that you might not need in the summertime, but in the winter I just find my skin gets super, super dry, and if I don't take care of it properly and I don't hydrate enough, I will get flaky spots. So I have been loving this. I also love to put this all over my lips at night as like a lip treatment. I find that it really hydrates the lips and does not make them cracky or peely or anything like that. So it's kind of like a dual purpose beauty oil, I guess you could say. You can apply this day or night. I prefer it at nighttime only just because I don't want to be oily during the day. But I just find that even just using it at nighttime, it helps balance my production of oils in my skin naturally. So this has been a thumbs up. I love a lot of different beauty oils. I love trying out different beauty oils. So this is just another one that I've tried and I actually really do enjoy, and I would consider purchasing this in a full size once I finish and go through some of my beauty oil products. So thumbs up for that one. Next up, I have a brow product. So I have what I am wearing on my brows today. It's the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Chocolate. Now, I've had this since it first released, and you can tell I made a good, decent dent in it. I love how bold it makes your brows, but I love how, you could use a light hand with it, and it'll still make your brows look natural, not as harsh, depending on the pressure you use. So I just really enjoy how this will apply to your eyebrows and it will not smudge off. They're there now. Unless you wipe it off with an oil, this will not come off your face. Even when I notice I go to the gym and I have most of the time when I go to work, I come home, I want to go to the gym, but I don't want to wash off my entire face because I only want to wash my face once. What I'll do is I will take a makeup wipe. I will remove most of my foundation and face makeup so that when I sweat it doesn't get all clogged in my pores and stuff. But I will leave my brows on, and my brows will be immaculate still after sweating at the gym with this product. So I have to say the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade is quite a good investment, especially if you don't have any brows and you need something that will not budge. You get quite a bit of product for what you pay. This is 4 grams of product, which is equivalent to 0.14 ounces. So, you know, you get quite a bit of product for what you pay. I enjoy it. I'm actually starting to use it a lot more since like I started using it at the beginning of the month, just because I noticed that it just makes my brows not move anywhere. So that is a thumbs up, and I'm in the shade Chocolate. Okay. Next product. This is the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This is in the shade NC25. I have been using this quite oftenly this month, and I think I'm about down to here. You can't see because it's been, you know, tipped sideways and all that. But I wear this under my eyes, and I also mix this in with my foundation. If I have a foundation that is not enough coverage for me and I need to add an extra bit of coverage, I will mix this with it, and it does give me amazing coverage. So my L'Oreal True Match foundation, I'm in the shade W6 Sun Beige, but I find that it's just not enough coverage for me, and I find that it will wear down quite quickly on my face in particular. So what I did today was I mixed this with my L'Oreal True Match, and then I applied it with a beauty blender, and I just find it gives me a better coverage, and it doesn't feel like it'll come off as easy, because the Pro Longwear formula in the MAC mixed in with the foundation just kind of makes it cling on a little bit longer. So that has been a trick I have been using with the True Match foundation, just until I finish it up, because it's not one of my favorites, but I do enjoy wearing it because it's a drugstore option, and it's an everyday type of foundation that you can definitely use on an everyday basis. Excuse me. You can use it on an everyday basis without having to break the bank. So that's why I love the L'Oreal True Match. But if I just want that extra coverage, I do add a drop of this, and it does all kinds of wonders. So that is a definite thumbs up, and I will repurchase. I have another one in NW25, which is more on the pinkier side, but I think I'm going to repurchase this in the NC25 because it's more of a yellow undertone, whether the other one is the pink undertone, and I'm more of a yellow undertone anyways. So moving on. So lip products. The 2 lip products that I had all month been really rocking. I'm not wearing them on my lips though. I'm actually testing out a different product today. And that'll be in another video completely. They're both the NYX Soft Matte Lip Creams, and I only have, actually no, I have 3, but the other one is like a bright color. I've only been using these because they're more on the neutral side. So this one is Milan, and this one is Stockholm. This is more of like a true nude, and this one is more of like a pink. So I'm going to swatch them on the back of my hand just so that you guys can see. So that one is like it's a nice pink. It's not like overly bright, but it's like enough that you can get a good color payoff on your lips, and that was Milan. This one now I'm swatching is Stockholm, and Stockholm is more of a peachy nude, which I absolutely adore. So these are the 2 that I had been wearing, not together, but individually throughout the month of January. I did enjoy wearing them because they were comfortable. That was really what I wanted. They were comfortable to wear, and they weren't, like, they wouldn't ball up on my lips. They would, you know, stay semi-matte, because they are a soft matte. They're not a true full matte, so they would stay semi-matte but with a creamy texture, so it felt hydrating enough on the lips that they wouldn't kind of seep into your fine lines. And then as they wore off through the day, it would give a really nice fade of the color that you were wearing. So it didn't look choppy, it didn't look like you had to reapply like big time. It just had a really nice fade, and that's what I loved about these 2 colors in particular. I didn't have to worry about, like, when I threw them on, I didn't have to worry about any bleeding, I didn't have to worry about any smudging. Even though they weren't a full out matte, I still feel like they were comfortable enough on my lips that, you know, they didn't budge. And when I ate, even though there was a bit of transfer, they didn't make my makeup look a complete mess. You know, you guys know what I mean? I don't know if you guys are getting what I'm trying to say. But anyways, they're really affordable. They're at the drugstore. I wouldn't necessarily pick up all the colors because I'm not really a fan of all of them, but these are great to just pop in your purse if you want something quick to apply and you're in a rush. So these 2 I had been enjoying for the month of January. Thumbs up there. Alrighty. So bronzer, you guys. Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm in the shade, the regular bronzer. It's not the light one. There's a light bronze, and this is the bronze. So it doesn't look so much in, like, on camera because you can't really tell. It's a neutral toned bronzer, and it smells like coconuts. Like I need to go buy a backup of this because I love it. I'm actually wearing it today, and it just gives you a natural bronze look on the face, not like something that really makes you look like, oh my god, she's got bronzer on type of thing. So that's why I love this, and I think this would be really, really nice for winter and spring transition. Not so much summertime, because I don't think I would be fair enough for this in the summer. Like right now I'm not as tanned, so this actually works out well. But if I were to get really dark, like more darker, like when I'm usually dark in the summer, this won't work for me. This would just work as a regular powder, really. But I love this. I would repurchase, and I want to get a backup because just even the smell of this is like to die for when I'm applying it. It smells like coconut. And you guys, if you've been on my channel for a while, you know that coconut is probably it's my main scent that I absolutely love. If I can get everything coconut, I would. I would. So next up, a highlighter that I have been really, it's not even considered a highlighter. It's called a baked bronzer from Hard Candy. But this is in the shade Tropics, and on me, this is a highlighter. I am definitely not fair enough to use this as a bronzer. It does come up as a highlighter on my skin tone, and I'm okay with that because if you look at that highlighter, it's beautiful. For Hard Candy, like, it's only a couple bucks. It just looks, it's got this beautiful sheen, like silvery sheen, but with a bronzy glow. I can't even describe it. This is what it looks like in the pan. Actually, I've used it so much that, like, the dome used to be a lot bigger, and because I've been using it consistently, the dome has gotten much smaller. So I wouldn't be surprised if I hit pan on this year, because I like this particular highlighter for an everyday highlight. This is perfect for an everyday highlight because it's not too much bam in your face, but it's enough to give you a highlight on the tops of your cheekbones, down the bridge of your nose, and across the cupid's bow, just to give you that everyday type of glow. You know what I mean? Anyways, so next up, you guys, I did an actual review on this product, and I don't know if it's up already, but if it's not, I will post it in the future. In the near future, I should say. But I did pull this out a few times in the month of January, and this is the Anastasia Glow Kit. This is the ultimate glow kit, and some people hate it, some people love it. I guess it depends on your preference. For me, I would gravitate towards this glow kit if I was going out at nighttime. Why? Because it's an intense highlight, and I would only use these highlighters with a dampened highlighting brush. These are a little bit too flaky and glittery to wear dry, so the best way that I like to wear them is with a spritz of Fix Plus on the brush, and then dip it into here, and then apply it to the cheekbones. That'll give you an intense highlight, and it's great for at nighttime. I wouldn't necessarily wear this during the day because it's so intense. It's just too much for during the day. But on the days that we did, I did go out somewhere, I would use this, and I loved it. I'm actually excited to use these in the summertime because they're more of like a bronzy rose gold type of color, and minus the white one. And I'm really excited to play around with those in the summertime because in the summer, I love doing my JLo glow look. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but JLo has this, like, the glow look that she constantly rocks, and I just love doing that look. It's just one of my favorite looks in the summer. So that has been a favorite this month, and I'm actually excited to dip more into it as these summer months come up. My final and last favorite of the month is my palette that I've been using for the month. And I told myself that I was going to try and pan this palette, but I don't know if I will. I think I just, you know what, I hit pan on this palette in particular, and I'm happy with just hitting pan. I don't really want to, like, maybe finish it right away. This is the Rainforest of the Sea palette, and it is by Tarte. So, as you guys can tell, this has gotten a lot of love. I've had this now for about maybe 8 or 9 months since it released, and I totally I hit major pan here in Cove. This was like a neutral matte color, and I totally hit, like, that is some big ass serious pan. I'm starting to get deeper into this matte light shade in, what is this called? Sand. And I've hit a little bit of a dip here in Starfish, and a little bit of a tiny dip in Reef. And then there's Mermaid here that I used today as a highlight. I'm actually wearing this palette today. I find that it's really simple to use, and it's just easy, straightforward. Throw on maybe 1 or 2 colors, and you're good to go out the door. this has been the one I've been using every single day for the month of January. I mean, maybe there was once or twice I strayed from it and used a different palette, but I would say 95% of the time I was using this palette in January, and it's well loved, as you can tell by the panning of this particular product. So I'm going to continue to use this until the very last day of January, and then I'm going to kind of put it aside and use one of my other billion palettes that I own, because I want to give love to all my palettes this year. And I thought that by doing a palette a month would kind of give them that love and maybe get them some dips into their eyeshadows, because I have a ton of palettes and I want to be able to share the love between all of them. And personally for me, I'm not really dead set on finishing a palette. As long as I can hit pan on eyeshadows within the palette, at least I know that it makes me feel good enough that I can say that I've been using my products that I own. So that is going to be my goal this year, is to, you know, hit as many pans in eyeshadow as possible, just so that I can, you know, get the use that I can out of them. That's pretty much it. So that's all I have for my, you know, monthly favorites for this month. Stay tuned for next month to see what palette I've been using for the month of February. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're not, for more decluttering, project panning, beauty hauling, all that kind of great stuff. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye everyone. Mwah!